Hey, oozes and bunnies. This is a preview of the most recent Party Planning, an extra podcast that the Join the Party crew makes for our Patreon. If you want to listen to the whole thing, go to patreon.com/jointhepartypod. Check out this preview.
I was going to be like, Brandon, I didn't hear the Zoom lady. She didn't say that the recording had started.
I'm the captain now. I am the Zoom lady now.
You are the Zoom lady now. Brandon's the Zoom lady, everyone. You heard it here first.
Recording in progress.
Breaking news.
I just realized I got a new pair of Bose headphones because my other ones broke. And I realized how much I've grown attached to and recognize the Bose lady's voice.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the same person. And I think it's different recordings because they sound slightly different. But
I'm sorry, do your headphones say something to you?
Well, I have a sound, like a little portable thing that I've had for 15 years at this point, probably.
Okay.
It says things when you do the Bluetooth things.
Oh.
And then I got a pair of Bluetooth ones, and it says things when you put it in your ear. It says, you look beautiful today. It doesn't really.
I wish. That'd be so cool. Have you seen this new show? I think it's on Peacock, and it's called Mrs. Davis, I think.
No, what is this?
It looks wild, Brandon. It truly looks insane. It is like a show about a nun who some form of AI wants her to find the Holy Grail, and it talks to her through AI Bluetooth.
Holy
speakers.
Shit. This looks incredible.
I looked at it and I'm like, this is a really fucked up episode of Black Mirror is what this seems like.
It totally is.
Yeah, it looks bizarre. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it or not, but it truly looks wild.
Is it anime?
Anyway.
No, it's live.
No, it's live action as far as I can tell. But that's what makes me think of hearing a lady's voice talk to you when you put your headphones in.
I mean, I think the day that we'll know that the AI singularity takeover has happened is when we start recording on Zoom and she says, "You're all going to die."
I thought it was going to be, "You look nice today." And I was like, oh no, it's starting. Then you say thank you because they won't kill you if you're appreciative of the AI.
Do you do that thing where, I don't know if you have any home devices, but we have a couple. I never bought any personally home devices because I don't like to be recorded, but Lauren had some. And so we have a couple Google Homes now that control our lights. And every time I ask it the weather or whatever, sometimes I'm like, "Hey, Google," I say the thing and then I say, "Hey, Google, thank you." It's a second command.
Or you're just like, "Hey, Google." And then you're like, "Wait, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. I'm sorry, Google."
Yeah.
Deal with that later. I'm sorry to bother you, Google, right now.
Oh, we are anxious people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we are. I don't want to get killed in the robot uprising, Brandon. That's an anxiety that I have, and I want to make sure that I'm good and okay with the robots. I want to
fight on the side of the robots is what I want to do.
No, I just don't want to fight. I want to be able to live as, I guess, the robot's personal servant or whatever. I'm not gonna fight. I'm just gonna lay down and let them do whatever they want to me.
You're the AI now.
Yeah, I'm the AI now.
Start practicing your weather forecasts now.
Just look at the sky. It is not raining.
How you doing, Julia?
Oh, Brandon, I'm doing all right. I've been reading a lot of pirate books lately, fiction that is about sailing and pirates and whatnot, which I'm sure we'll talk about later when we get to what the point of this episode is about. Yeah. Otherwise, I've been watching a lot of Top Chef lately, and yeah, I'm glad that it's spring and I get to do yard work again, and yeah, everything else is just fine.
Have you planted your garden yet? Your raised bed?
I haven't. We've dug out all of the raised beds. I'm waiting for the temperature to be a little bit more consistently in the 60s before I put my plants out to pasture. That's not the phrase, Julia. But once I put them outside, I want to make sure that they're not going to get hit by any frost or whatnot. So
smart.
Gotta be careful.
I just planted my garden yesterday. Except for my tomato, because he's too cold sensitive.
Yeah, it's a lot of my herbs will be fine. A lot of my vegetables that I want to grow probably shouldn't go into the ground until mid-May at the earliest. So I gotta wait on that, like the tomatoes and the peppers and the zucchini and whatnot.
Yeah, totally.
What are you growing this year?
I am growing a bunch of things. The ones I'm most excited about, I got a black crim tomato, which is an heirloom variety.
Ooh.
We have named him Black Crimsanthemum or Crimsanthin. I can never say it right.
Chrysanthemum?
Well, no, the Wookiee from
I don't know.
from Mando and the comics. He's Black Chrysanthemum.
Oh, yes, the one from Book of Boba Fett. Yes,
yeah, from
the really cool looking one.
Yes. So we named him Black Crimsanthemum.
That's incredible.
And what else did we plant that was interesting? A blackberry bush. It's called Baby Cakes, which is hilarious.
Baby Cakes. That's my favorite nickname for Jake.
I'm growing a Jake in the garden.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a shrub style one, so it's smaller. So that's why it's called Baby Cakes.
Very quickly, you want to hear Jake's newest nickname for me?
Absolutely, I do.
Your royal cuteness.
Wow.
He said it once, and I like whipped around and looked at him like, "What'd you just say?" He's like, "Called you your royal cuteness." I'm like, "That's the only thing you're allowed to refer to me as from now on." The only thing I'm accepting.
Marriage.
What can I say? I married a good man.
I might need to steal that.
Yeah. Start calling the coffee ghost your royal cuteness.
She does. She probably would like that better than the coffee ghost.
Yes. I'll allow it. I'll allow you to steal it. And she probably won't listen to this anyway, so she won't even know where it came from.
She doesn't want to pay me money for my content.
Sorry. What else besides the baby cakes and the Wookiee the Wookiee tomatoes?
Well, this is exciting. Doing some strawberries, which I'm excited about. I've never grown strawberries before. And grocery store strawberries suck.
Mm-hmm.
Some kale, because we love kale, some spinach.
Nice.
I'm trying onions and garlic, but I don't know. I should have probably planted them like late winter. So we'll see if they come out. But what else? And some herbs and stuff. But nice. Yeah, that's the big stuff.
Very nice. I'm excited to plant a lot of perennials. I want to make like a permaculture situation where it's the same things that grow back every year. So my herbs in particular, I'm only planting, besides basil, stuff that'll come back year after year as perennials. So
I wish I could do that because I wanted to get a blueberry plant.
Mm-hmm.
But they take like 2 to 3 years to really fruit well.
Yeah.
And I rent. So
yeah, makes it hard.
What's gonna happen? Yeah,
makes it hard.
Yeah,
but like a potted like rosemary or a potted lavender will come back year after year. So that's an option for you.
I did plant some lavender, and I don't know why, but in Seattle, maybe Seattle specifically, but probably in the Pacific Northwest, rosemary is like a common like
weed?
No, like what do you put around your house, like a landscaping.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool.
Because if you let it grows huge.
Yeah,
and so like there is a shit ton of rosemary everywhere.
Sweet.
So I don't have.
I wish that was true.
Because I just run out and steal it from my yard or the neighbor's yard.
Yeah, I wish that was the case here because I would just be living the rosemary dream right now.
Living the rosemary dream.
Mm-hmm.
What I say.
It's my favorite herb. So yeah, love rosemary. Easily my favorite herb.
Do you have a rosemary tattoo? You should get a rosemary tattoo.
But I should.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah. I thought about when I got my Medusa tattoo. I don't know if I've shown the listeners it on film, but I was thinking about it. It's like clearly cannot be seen. It's upside down there. That's fine. I thought about getting rosemary as part of it, but I ended up doing roses, wine berries, and honeysuckle instead, because those are all like associated with my childhood.
Yeah, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what the fuck are we doing today, Julia?
That's a great question, Brandon, because we've been at it for like 15 minutes and people are probably wondering what the hell we're doing here.
Hey, we're just hanging, y'all.
We're just hanging. I mean, like, that is kind of what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about the like sci-fi and fantasy stuff that we have been consuming lately that kind of colors the way that we play our campaigns and our characters and whatnot, and what we look for in a fantasy and sci-fi setting that makes it engaging and interesting to recreate in our own games.
Hell yes. I like that when it's Julia and Brandon. I forgot my own name for a second.
What is it? Blaine? Brian, what's your name?
It's just chill time, you know?
Yeah.
It's Brando and Julia's chill time.
Yeah. Not making any games up. We're just going to talk about media.
Yeah, you when Eric's around, he gets all worked up about things and stuff. And when it's us, you just get to hang, you know?
Yeah.
So
and I mean, to be fair to you and Eric, a reason that I felt like this would be a fun topic for us to talk about is Eric keeps talking about how much he fucking loves Andor. And I know, like, you and I talk about Star Wars stuff all the time. So I figured this would be a great opportunity for us to, like, incorporate the things that we love about the shows that we often are talking about and how we can use them in campaigns like you did with your backstory and Umbi and his Galactic Senate stand-in.
Well, if you didn't know that about us, we are both Star Wars nerds and is there a word for a Star Wars fan? I don't think so, right?
No, because it's not like Trekkies, you know, like it's not like Warriors. That would be really fucking weird if it was. I don't know. Is it Jedi? I don't know.
Individuals, one Star War.
We are a Star War. Yeah.
But yeah, I've been watching. We just finished the Mandalorian, so we probably might touch on spoilers. Just heads up on stuff.
Yes, we probably will. If you hear us start to talk about something and you're like, "No, I haven't finished that yet," you can skip ahead, and that's okay. We'll be all right.
But what did you think of this current season? Did you get anything from it?
I really enjoyed this current season in different ways that I have enjoyed the previous seasons. I think you and I talked about how when I saw the final scene of The Mandalorian this season, I said to myself out loud, well, Lauren Shippen probably really liked the end of that.
And because reader.
Of course, because it was very like fan fiction, cozy kind of feeling. Like if they hadn't written that, I'm sure someone would have written a fan fiction about like the little cabin that he was promised and him. I mean, I think people have already started writing fan fiction about how Din Djarin and Luke Skywalker retire to that little cabin in the woods or in the desert. Was that
a couple?
Yeah, you didn't know that's like one of the biggest couples in The Mandalorian?
No, because in my head, Luke has a wife.
Well, that's fair, Brandon, but they interacted that one time in one episode, and now people are like, but what if they were in love and they raised the baby in both The Mandalorian and Jedi traditions? And everyone's like, yes, that sounds brilliant. Of course, I want that in my life.
Yeah, I kind of dig that. That'd be fun, actually.
It would be. That's what they should have done. If we didn't have movies after the original trilogy, they should have just done that.
100%. Maybe that's what we'll get with Dave Filoni's movie.
Maybe. Who can say? Who can say? So are you inspired to now retire Umbi and let him live with the yin to his yang, so to speak, in the fan fiction style?
That was great. My favorite part was the accent work. If you like that, you got to hear the rest of Party Planning by joining the Patreon at patreon.com/jointhepartypod.